Hey guys, welcome back to Vinceville Custom. So today we're going to do a kit review that I'm going to get ready to print, get together and paint up. Is a High Evolutionary character. It's in bone design scale, which is like 1/6 scale, and it is sculpted by Robert Hernandez. A friend of mine is the one who's producing it and stuff. I will link any information he gives me in this video in the description if you're looking to get a copy and stuff. But for right now, we're going to kind of go over the original. So I guess this is the original 3D print, and it is molded and casted from this. And I keep telling him, stop sending me a molded and casted item because I hate having to get all that damn clay out of it. But he doesn't listen to me. He has them sent to me anyway. So instead of me sitting here just kind of cleaning it up and getting it ready for, primer and stuff and just sand off the, any kind of flashing, I have to sit here and I have to wash this all down in rubbing alcohol with a toothbrush and get all this clay out. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about clay, if you do molding and casting, you use like a, do a two-part mold. You use oil clay for it stuff, so you can see all that residue that's in those details. You can see it even on here. It's kind of in there. So I have to get all that clay out of there and clean it all up. It sucks. You can't just sit there and paint over this. I mean, you could, but what'll happen is the primer really won't stick to that, and that clay is an oil too, so I gotta really get in there and clean it. So that's what I'm going to be doing after I'm done with this video, is kind of getting in the garage and washing it down, because I want to start working on some of these other kits and projects I got for people and start banging stuff out as I go. Now, alright, so here's the base. Base is actually looks really good. It was hollow, but what I did is when I got it, opened it up the other day, I started filling it in. So right here, this is a piece of resin that I had in the garage that was just kind of like filler resin. So I put it in here because I figure what's going to happen is at some point I'll probably Dremel around here for the feet and whatever. And then I put some fiberglass that you use for like broken hands and wrists and stuff in here. And then I've just been using filler A's as I go. Right now it's pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to do is get some freeform air, because I got to mix it up for another kit I'm working on too and some other projects. And I'll put some freeform air around here and let it sit. And then once it's kind of dried up, tomorrow I could come over here and I could just scrape off some and flatten this out with some Bondo. And then I'll have a nice little solid base that works out pretty good. The rest of the figure is solid, so whoever did the 3D print on this did a good job. It is a solid 3D print. It's definitely not a molded and casted item, I can tell that much. It's just that I got all this stuff in there. You can see where they marked, all their markings is where they put the molding and casting. So I have to go through all that. But it's a nice kit. I mean, it's pretty much a really straightforward Bowen Designs pretty much scaled kit. You can see this is the legs and the torso. It goes onto the base like so. So probably what I'll end up doing is one of the feet I will put a rod in, and I'll make my little rod system, because right now the way this key is, it kind of wobbles, so I don't want to go that route with it. His head, really nice sculpt, basic, old school, High Evolutionary type head sculpt, really good. I really like it. Torso is pretty good too. Oh, okay, so this was filled in, so you can see that like stuff there. I guess whoever did this 3D print must have used that putty. There's like some kind of weird, like very lightweight putty that it's like a gel. I think they use for their 3D prints. And then this is the head here, so I probably will magnetize the head. Now you can see that white stuff, that stuff there. Now if it's anything like some of the other 3D prints I've gotten that has this like white gel in there, when you sand this down, like when you chop this up to put a magnet in there, what happens is the inside starts to like come out like very almost toothpastey. Because what happens is sort of this kind of cures up, but it doesn't really cure in there as much because there's never anywhere for that gel to really release everything. So sometimes in there that stuff is like that, but I don't know about this one. We'll see what happens. Arms, pretty straightforward. Let's see. This arm. Yeah, so this arm goes there. This arm goes like this. And then I guess this hand goes like so. Oops. Do I have the right hand on this? Maybe not. Oh no, I'll have to get all this organized. I mean, it's pretty. So he's holding up the Cosmic Cube. So he's got the Cosmic Cube holding up. So that'll be interesting how to paint that one up. I'll probably have to do like a blue thing with some white little like centered pieces of kind of glowing. We'll come up with something. But I'm kind of curious on this arm. How come this arm is not goes like this, right? Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's a little bit there's something stopping it. I'm not really sure. Maybe there's a I'm gonna have to do a little putty work. You can see that the arm is not seamed up correctly against that. So even though it's a good 3D print, it's not seamed correctly perfectly. So it looks like I'm gonna have to do some A's work on that. So here is the front sashes. So you have one that goes, I guess, in the front, and one that goes across the booty. So these will probably be magnetized. I probably could just throw some small magnets on them and just kind of let them click on, because this will probably be easier. I think if I remember him correctly, he will be easier to paint up as one solid piece, and once I get everything together, than to try to paint everything separate and attach. Because if the keys were a little bit better, then I could probably keep better and attach it. But I don't know. That's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward. Really nice kit design. Yeah, just gotta clean it up. So I'm gonna go get some gloves on, and I'm going to get in the garage, put on some 80s music, and just start scraping and washing this down with some rubbing alcohol. Get all this clay out as best as I possibly can. That'll help get any residue or any fingerprints or any kind of, because this was probably handled a lot doing molding and casting. So it's probably got a lot of like finger residue all over it too. So yeah, that's High Evolutionary. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like seeing more of these like bow and scale type stuff done? I don't know if you guys were around during the Bowen era, but a lot of people really want to finish up teams and villains. So I guess some people are really starting to go ahead and do those with 3D printing. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.